Dear students, today we are going to write a story. Open your books at page 51, exercise 1. The pictures tell us a story. Try to put them in the correct order. Let's check. The first picture is D. The second is C. The third is A. And the last is B. Before reading the story, let's get acquainted with new words. Listen to them and write down in your vocabularies.
Edge, excited,
In horror,
journey, legend, log, misty, move from side to side,
step back,
travel, wonder,
Now let's listen, read and check.
The Monster. Last summer we travelled to Scotland to go to the Edinburgh Festival. I was really excited about the festival, but I wanted to visit Loch Ness and see Nessie, the famous monster too. According to legend, it lived in this lake. We started our journey to Loch Ness very early in the morning. We soon arrived at the lake. The sun was shining, but it was a little misty. I wanted to take some photographs, so I walked to the edge of the lake. Suddenly, a long neck appeared from out of the water. It was moving up and down and from side to side. Was it the Loch Ness Monster, I wondered? I stepped back in horror, dropped my camera, and shouted for help.
Help!
My family tried to calm me down. A few seconds later, my dad started laughing.
It's not Nessie, John. It's a log moving up and down on the water. Look!
He was right. I started laughing at my mistake. We had a great picnic by the lake and we all enjoyed Mum's sandwiches. It's a pity Nessie wasn't there to have one.
In exercise 2, you are to read and put the events in the order they happen. Now let's check. At first, they started their journey to Loch Ness. They reached the lake. John walked to the lake to take pictures. A long neck appeared. John started shouting. His dad laughed. John realized his mistake. They had their picnic. And now you are to use the words first, then, next, after that to give a summary of the story. Let's listen to the model. You are to remember about sequence of events in stories. You are to write the events of a story in chronological order. This helps the reader to follow your story.
First, they started their journey to Loch Ness. Then they reached the lake, and John walked to the lake to take pictures. Next, the long neck appeared, and John started shouting. His dad laughed, and John realized his mistake. It was a log. After that, they had their picnic.
In exercise 3, you're to listen to Jim talking about what happened to him during his holiday and answer the questions in the plan. The first paragraph.
Last winter, I travelled to the Rocky Mountains for a skiing holiday. I was really excited as I wanted to visit the Banff National Park and see Bigfoot. We started our journey in the morning.
The second paragraph.
We soon arrived at the national park. I wanted to take some photographs, so I walked into the forest.
The third paragraph.
Suddenly, a creature that looked like a monkey appeared from behind a tree. Was it Bigfoot? I wondered. I stepped back in surprise and shouted for help. My family tried to calm me down. A few seconds later, my dad started laughing.
It's not Bigfoot, Jim. It's a man. Look.
He was right.
The last paragraph.
We had a great time in the national park and we all enjoyed the scenery. It's a pity Bigfoot wasn't there though.
And your task is You are to use your answers on the right to the Jim story for the school's English magazine. You are to write more than 60 words. You are to prepare a presentation of the events in the order they happen. Give the story a title. Listen to the model.
The Creature. Last winter, I went for a skiing holiday to Banff National Park in the Rocky Mountains with my family. When we arrived, I wanted to take some photographs, so I walked into the forest. Suddenly, a creature that looked like a monkey appeared from behind a tree. I shouted for help. Then, my dad started laughing. It was a man with a big, thick coat. I started laughing too. We had a great time. It's a pity Bigfoot wasn't there, though.